All right, Saturday, March 29th. It's a beautiful day here in Texas. And I have a couple of observations I'd like to show you, comparing the trees that stayed outside, indoors and in pots, versus the ones that were in the garage. And then, yeah, I have two potted trees that were outdoors all winter that I'll show you, and they did well. And it got down to very cold, almost, it was about 2 degrees that I remember. And it stayed below freezing for almost 3 days. So I'll show you those trees. And then another observation between the trees with a lot of braba versus not. So here, right here, just you can take a look at this. Some nice growth here. This was in my garage versus something that was outdoors all winter. Still good growth, but definitely you can notice the difference. I'll show you other ones. This one here that I just showed you is in a pot, but that's not one of the two I was talking about. This is it's in a structure that doesn't let it go out. Look at the size of this trunk. This is Shetawe from Lebanon. Real nice fig that translates to winterish. And it's going to give me a lot of figs. Look at the size of it. That's all it right there. And then, okay, here, this is a good one. This is the Angelito that grew a ton last year. It definitely got away from me. And take a look at all the new growth. This was in my garage. And then, let me show you. These are my Portuguese. And back there, the 15-gallon pots. We got hit by hail pretty hard. This one here was outside all winter. I wasn't even sure if the roots would make it or not. But look how well it did. Not even the tips. Well, the entire top plus the tips all made it. And that's below freezing for 3 days and down to 5. Okay, here's a good example of, look how much growth. Can you see that? That's a lot of growth for that one that was in my garage compared to another one that was in my garage. That one was red Lebanese bass, and this one is a Lebanese one called Beskinta. And look at how little growth it has, because it has braba. Can you even see that? You can't see that, can you? Like such a small amount of growth with braba compared to, this is the red Lebanese bass. Okay, here's a better one. So this is Joanne 7th Street with a whole bunch of braba. Just a little bit of growth. And this thing has braba all over it. Not that much growth versus some of the other ones that, look how much growth this has already. Okay, let me show you another one. This here, again, braba, little growth versus no braba and more growth. This is the other potted tree that, in a fabric pot that I wasn't even sure. I left it out all winter and I wasn't sure if it would make it. Not even the roots. I just wanted to test it. And look, it did super well. And again, it got down to between 5 and 2. With the wind chill, it was worse. And look at these roots were exposed all winter. They look fine. And so that's those. And then look at the in-ground growth. See, this is also not much growth, you see, compared to the ones that were in the garage. I believe it's because they go more dormant being outside the entire time. That's probably the obvious answer, right? Look at these things. They're monsters. I can't even keep up with these. I have to chop them down so much. Like, I started doing it last year, but I did not finish. Look at the size of these things. I'm trying to come to an agreement with the squirrels that that's the fruit they eat. And this is the fruit I eat. Okay, so that's that. This is the outdoor fig section. More to come.